Hi. So we are now in September, and September has these two major eclipses coming, which are going to be affecting all the zodiacs in their own way. Hi Cancer, it's a delightful and a very impactful month for you all. Well, the two eclipses that are occurring this month have a much greater impact on you than any other signs, which means you will be you will be a witness to dramatic and eventful kind of situations happening around you. These eclipses, as usual, always bring disruption. Again, I want you to understand and completely define disruption and destruction. So I am meaning disruption. I am not meaning destruction. Turmoil and change. Even when I'm saying turmoil and change, it means mental agony will be there, you will be stressed out, you will be impatient. But the end result is you'll clear out all the matters for a smooth way, which will be a smooth future of the next 6 months. So you'll take out all the clutter during this disruption. They bring in events that cannot be ignored. You cannot sweep things under the carpet and say that you will deal with them later. I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is what normally you guys do. Whenever there is a problem, you nosedive back into your shell and you just sweep the situations under the carpet thinking, I'll do it some other day. But these eclipses ensure that you do it right now. Now you cannot keep putting them under the carpet. So it says they have to be dealt with there and then, even if they take up much of your time and energy. Chances are you will have to probably stretch the 24 hours to 48 hours. But you need to nip everything in the bud. The solar eclipse occurs on the 13th in your third house of communication. For your zodiac, the eclipse is a mild one. So it demands from you to reduce your schedule and avoid stressful activities. Now, the impact of these eclipses are a mild one. Yet for Cancerians, it's a very strong one. They feel that it is very strong. So it's important for you to deal and avoid all stressful activities and only get your priorities on what needs to be done first. Get organized. But people around you would be throwing big tantrums. Chances are your partners, your spouses, your colleagues or your friends, they all will be crib masters around you. And Cancerians hate cribbing. They hate anybody telling them what to do or what should be done. But you'll have to be patient because they are also undergoing their mood swings. So people around you would be throwing big tantrums. For students, this could indicate change of school or courses in their curriculum. Cars and communications do get tested. Be careful of your phones. Do not be negligent about electrical equipment. So if they require servicing, get them serviced. If you require to just do away with them and bring in new ones, don't hesitate to bring in new ones. If you don't want to bring in new ones, get your previous electrical equipment serviced. So every solar eclipse also brings in financial drama and change. I have always said that whenever changes come in the financial scene, they have to be taken as positive. Because finance is a dynamic kind of a thing, always changing, and it's good to go along with the changes. When the finances are down, I feel the changes are that you need to know how to make more finances. And when the finances are coming in, there is a need for a change because you really need to know how to put it into correct perspective. So perhaps these changes were needed to be modified and you lazed about it in the previous month. Hence, the eclipses are forcing this issue for you. The lunar eclipse that occurs on the 27th and 28th in some countries, it occurs on different dates. It affects you much more for it's the lunar one. Cancerians are very susceptible to the lunar energies, to the way the water works. So you need to take it easy. You need to take it easy on the days the eclipses are taking place than the rest of the people around you. Let the people around you throw tantrums. Let the people around you be volatile. You need to keep your calm. Deliberately stay out of harm's way. Very important for you to be deliberate, stay out of harm's way, drive cautiously. This eclipse occurs in your 10th house of career, signaling career changes. This does not mean that literally you will be changing your line of profession. It could also be that you may be changing circumstances or rules of the game in your line of profession. So there are changes in your profession. Be mentally prepared for all kinds of changes. Even the government may regulate your industry, and you'll be forced to take some professional changes thereafter. Sometimes during lunar eclipse, there are life-changing events for you, or even life-changing events for those around you. So actually, every lunar eclipse forces a redefinition of your personality and thoughts. You evolve as a person, your concept of life changes. You could also perhaps overhaul your entire wardrobe. Health needs to be monitored after the 23rd of this month. Nothing alarming, but a routine checkup will always do you good. Because so many changes have taken place for you, Cancerian especially, right? That you need to take deep breathing exercises, you need to de-stress yourself, and you need to redefine yourself. Good luck.